Greetings and salutations. It's another episode of Totally Inappropriate Team Sports. What's up, everybody? I am Cheeseman, joined along with, as always, by...
Chris at Thompson Sideline Reports.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
And Maddie Icing.
Carissa Sideline Reports could, or Carissa Thompson Sideline Reports could be the name of this show, basically, because just make it up. It's like fucking Whose Lines Is It Anywhere, where the games are made up and the points don't matter.
Exactly.
Normal early show banter. Anybody have a fun week? Shit week? Normal week? Fun.
Honestly, relatively shit, but I'm not really willing to go into detail.
Same.
Hey,
What's up, Scott? There we got Scott in the chat. Shout out to Scott. Shout out to Craig, who's probably already out there because he's just waiting for who knows how long. Maybe shout out to Dirk. I don't know. I haven't seen him lately.
Imagine waiting for this shit.
Shows you got a lot of time on your hands. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we just get into it. I don't have anything jumping to the front of my mind here to open up the show with. No big news for this week, really. Joe Burrow's dead.
Apparently.
Dead, but his season is.
Michigan football's in some trouble.
I mean, are they really?
True.
I don't know. I kind of missed. There was no Valenti show on Thursday and Friday because the Wings were playing across the fucking world, and their games were on it too. So I missed anything that's been happening in the later portion of the week in sports.
Bullshit, Scott. Bullshit.
Oh shit! Shout out True North. What's up, man?
No, just that Michigan. No.
Sorry, I thought it was True North, but it turns out it's fucking Brandon Staley in the chat. That was great. A little meltdown. You should be melting down after you just lost to the Packers. Hey, the Lions play them this week. We'll get to that.
3 days.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's done for the season. That was the Thursday night game of Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore was favored by 3.5. Baltimore covered that 3.5, and Smark went alone with Baltimore. So Smark alone gets the point. Next game on the list, Arizona taking on Houston. Houston favored by 5.5, the Devils' number. You guys all took Houston. I took Arizona. Houston won by 5, not 6. 5. Point for me. Houston's done that twice this year. They've missed covering by that half a point because they either took a knee instead of kicking the field goal or went for 2, and it didn't really make that big a difference. I mean, I get what they were trying to do. That one made a lot more sense, but still, just kick the field goal.
My favorite play there was the touchdown by Dalton Schultz, where he caught the ball and slid on his back like 4 yards into the end zone. As Cardinals players just jumped over him and didn't try to touch him.
Well, we don't want to down them. All right. Next game. The Chargers. Aforementioned Chargers favored by 3 over the Packers. We all took the Chargers. We all took the L. What the fuck?
Fucking Chargers.
Jordan Love looked competent at some points and then not at most points, but enough to win the game.
That was arguably his best game.
Yeah. I mean, all the receivers actually showed up to help out, so who needs to be fired first, Matt Canada or Brandon Staley?
Yes.
I'll go with Staley, just because I don't mind the country of Canada. Next game, Pittsburgh taking on Cleveland. Cleveland favored by 4. Cleveland won this game, but by a field goal. So Pittsburgh covers. That's a point for me and Luke. Smark and Matt don't get shit.
Hey,
Next game.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, sweet. What's up, Dirt? Next game we had Chicago taking on Detroit. Detroit was favored by 9.5. Detroit did not cover. Detroit almost did not win this game. Jared Goff was an interception machine yesterday, and somehow they still managed to get it done.
Yes, the Bears will suck.
That was fucking terrible. The first time, I think it was like since 1932, any team that had won the turnover ratio and the time of possession had won the game. Not anymore.
Yep, it was 61-0, and then the Bears they did Bears things.
I was actually kind of fortunate in so much as that, like, as you guys had read, had a pretty shitty week. So, like, by the time they lost, I was just like, yeah, I couldn't even dedicate any emotional energy to be upset. I was just like, I saw that coming from a mile away, and here it is.
Yeah, but of course they did, because we all have to remember.
Yes, the Bears will suck.
I feel like this is more
Oh,
categorical fact and not even an opinion anymore.
fucking
And then-
Eagles just doinked in the extra point. Sorry.
Also, fun fact, Bears 0-9 since Ron Poles declared he was going to take over the NFC North and never give it back.
And then another fun fact, teams down by 10 plus points with less than 5 minutes to go were 0-84. Not anymore.
I will say, though, for the most part, that actually was not so bad of a game because, like, we're talking about you guys are probably the best team in the NFL, and we're probably one of the worst teams in the NFL. And right up until it mattered, like 15 to 57 minutes of that game, we managed to somehow find a way to outplay you guys. And then, of course, true Matt Everhoo's tradition, just shitting the game away at the end.
Once it got later in the game, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I kind of hope they lose just so Matt can stop saying they win every time I go.
Oh man, that would have been terrible. To actually pay money to watch your team lose to the Bears.
The best part too was actually I don't pay any money, it's free for me. But the best part, I watched Jameis score in my end zone, Monty score in my end zone, fumble safety in the end zone. It was all right there. Oh, and the Bears fans that were talking a lot, they left prior.
I don't see how anybody could muster up the courage to actually talk shit after a season.
Oh, they were running that mouth, and then
Say, Chicago
4
fans,
minutes.
come on, don't be surprised.
She kept talking.
Rare combination that's smart. True North.
True North. Packers won during hunting season after daylight savings time. Yeah, so the Lions come out with the victory, but I'm the only one that comes out with the point because I took Chicago to cover. I knew the Lions wouldn't cover that shit. Mobile quarterback, they're gonna struggle. I didn't see the struggle that it was ahead of us. I figured for sure we'd win, but god damn, that was almost fucking embarrassing. I mean, it still was kind of embarrassing. Jared Goff looked awful. Don't fucking do that shit again.
Next time, he won't be drinking before he plays a team.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's the Bears, and start doing shots. I saw him on the sideline.
It's the Bears. I'm going to get all my bullshit out of my system now in this one game.
He's over there with Goff's special drink.
Next, Tennessee taking on Jacksonville. Jacksonville was favored by 6.5. This game was a fucking blowout. Tennessee sucks dick. Smark and Matt pick up the point. Me and Luke suck dick with the Titans. Next game, Tampa Bay taking on San Francisco. San Francisco favored by 10.5. Matt was the only one that took San Francisco. Matt was the only one that got the point. Next game, this one pissed me off so bad. Seattle Seahawks favored by 2.5 over the Rams. We all picked Seattle, except for Matt. He picked the Rams. Matt picked up the win. I didn't even see what happened. I just seen... I know Seattle was winning, and then I looked back at the final, and Seattle had lost by 1, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I just know the Rams won.
The Seahawks missed the last second field goal to win.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was so high off the Lions win. I just now realized that the Rams won. I didn't even like care about anything else in the world. I just kept watching the replays.
Oh yeah, Matt went alone. He picks up the win. So if you've been paying attention, Smark went alone with Baltimore, picked up the win. I went alone with Arizona, picked up the win. I went alone with Chicago, picked up the win. Matt went alone with San Francisco, picked up the win. Matt went alone with the Rams, picked up the win. Next game, Buffalo and the Jets. Buffalo favored by 6.5. Smark went alone with Buffalo. Smark went alone and got the win. Everybody that went alone got the win. Last game, Minnesota taking on Denver. Denver favored by 1.5. Luke takes Denver. Luke went alone. Luke still didn't fucking win. Denver wins by 1. By fucking 1. So the rest of us pick up a point. Luke was the only one that went alone and didn't pick up a win. Luke was at the bottom this week. It was a bad week for Luke. Sorry, Luke. It was rough. Luke went 1-9.
Fucking embarrassing!
The rest of us went 4-6. That's still below 500. Awful. Overall, obviously, Matt still in the lead at 63 and 47. I'm in second now, right there at 500, 55 and 55. Smark one game below me, 54 and 56.
You don't
Luke
have to
Green.
read mine out.
49 and 61.
Participation.
Yeah. For our teams, Luke, you're in the lead. Congrats. Your teams have picked up the most points. You have 29. Smark in second at 27. Matt third at 23. And this is where I really suck. I'm in last at 18. Down by 11. Jesus Christ. That's insurmountable. Let's get into this week. First game, Thanksgiving. You know where we're going. 4-6 Green Bay Packers taking on the 8-2 Detroit Lions. Lions favored by 7.5 at home. Luke Birch, you get to go first.
Are you
All
going to
six.
be at the game? Are you going to be at the game, Matt?
Yes, I will.
Then I'll take the Lions.
I mean, just because he's there doesn't mean they cover. That was the case.
I'm
last
taking
year.
my laser pointer this time.
Once again,
Kick
it's
him
really
out.
not so much a laser pointer as much as what it is that it's attached to that makes it a problem.
It's just a rifle with a laser pointer, eh?
Mhm.
Smart Wahlberg.
I think I figured out what's going on here with the scheduling. It's like the NFC North is so bad that you guys have to play the Bears and Packers just within like 4 days of each other just to make it fair. That being said, give me the Lions.
All right. Yeah, I haven't been trusting the Lions a lot lately, and it paid off for me last week, but I feel like they can get this done tomorrow against Green Bay. Give me the Lions. You better not let me down, fuckers. I said tomorrow. Thanksgiving. Matty icing.
Well, the going alone stat pretty paid off, so I think I'm gonna go pick the Lions.
Okay. Nobody's going alone. We're all taking the Lions.
This is the get right back game right here.
We'll see. I don't like that term. It hasn't really applied this year. Damn. KC marching the ball.
Plus,
Oh, wait, no, they're not. My bad.
halftime performance is going to be a white rapper, so it's going to trigger some Eminem vibes. Really get the team going.
Yeah. Who is it?
Jack Harlow.
Oh, okay. I don't know if any of you watched the new White Men Can't Jump. It wasn't bad.
I haven't. Is he in
Jack-
that? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
He is the white man in that.
I see. Did he ever
He
learn
is-
how to jump?
He did, kind of. His knees sucked, but
He
Sure.
had some Emmanuel Mosley knees.
some, what the fuck is his name? Roy Hibbert.
Mm.
All right, next game we got the 4-7 Washington Commanders taking on the 7-3 Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 11. Luke Birch.
Luke Birch.
The Cowboys haven't really been blowing teams out that aren't called the Giants or Rams this season. While I think Dallas wins, I'm going to take Washington to cover.
Right. Smart Wahlberg.
I'm confused now because I was prepared to take Washington, even though they just got done losing to the Giants. But then Luke picked them, so now I'm tempted to pick the Cowboys. But give me the Washington just the same. Hey, I don't make the picks for you. Don't flip me off.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared too because I'm also going to take Washington. They just lost to New York, but that's like what Washington does. They do something awful and they bounce back next week and be way more competitive than they should. They won't win, but give me them to cover. 11 points is a lot. Eddie, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, Luke. I'm going Washington.
So now it's
Two
like
unanimous picks.
Yep. So it's like, is Matty good enough to carry us all, or is Luke bad enough to drag us all down? Let's see. We'll find out. Next game. I believe this is the Thanksgiving game as well as the last one. The 7-3 San Francisco 49ers giving up 7 to the 6-4 Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Luke Birch.
Brock Purdy actually looked competent yesterday. The Seahawks fucking blew it to the Rams. Give me San Fran.
All right, Niners for Luke. Smart, who you liking this one?
And I was once again prepared to take the 49ers, but I'm not going to be as bold this time. Give me Seattle to cover at the very least.
Seattle has looked like absolute dog shit the last couple weeks.
Boy,
San Francisco seems to be gaining their footing again. I'll go with the 49ers. San Francisco. It's like the fucking fag capital of the world.
all right, then Matt, help me, Matt, help me, Matt, help me, Matt, help me, Matt, help me.
Yeah, Brock Purdy's got all his offensive weapons back, but I'm going to take Seattle.
Oh. He only did that because you asked him for help, Smart.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, Smart's had a bad week. I mean, I'll help him out. Said he wants to have a beer with me.
I'll take a sympathy pick.
I mean, he left out the part that he wants to have to put a roofie in said beer, but he wants to have a beer with me.
No, I didn't say where I wanted to put the bottle. That's what I'm saying.
Long neck bottle.
Mm. Get some White Claws.
One of those big plastic ones you get at the fucking baseball game and shit. The frozen ones in them. Perfect. Next game. This is the Black Friday game. On it's on Amazon too.
Is it for real a Friday game?
Yeah. But I think they had to make it up to Amazon because there's all the Thanksgiving Day games. So they're like, all right, well, you don't get a Thursday game, but you can have a Black Friday game.
And Luke, in America, that's about shopping.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm not watching it.
I know, because it makes things less expensive, so it's perfect for them.
All right, Miami Dolphins, 7-3 Miami Dolphins, giving up 7.5 as they travel to New York to take on the 4-6 Jets. Luke Birch.
I've got a little bit more confidence in the Jets after they promoted Tim Boyle Laser Show and dropped Zach Wilson, but I'm still going Miami.
All right, Mark Wahlberg.
Miami by how much?
7.5.
7.5.
Miami didn't look all that great yesterday, but I'll take Miami.
All right. Yeah, this one's really tough because Miami didn't look great yesterday against a team that's not very good. but I keep saying like the Jets defense is going to carry them, the Jets defense is going to do this, and the Jets defense is going to do that, and they just don't produce. They're not showing up enough to get it done. I know the offense isn't helping them at all, but the defense hasn't been as solid as they should. That's why it's like, fuck, who do I take? I feel like they're both playing lower than they should be. Who's going to step it up? It's in New York. It's going to be a night game. It's probably going to be chilly. Give me the Jets. Matty Icing.
Sorry, I just got so distracted by this football game. It was an interception, and then it looked like the Eagles player just ripped the ball out to regain possession. Okay. Anyways, with that, yeah, Tua is a Hawaii boy. New York, Black Friday, cold, outside. Yeah, I'll take the Jets defense.
All right. That's why I had to sit there and completely talk it out to myself before I picked it.
I low key hope the Jets pull something off because I just want Tim Boyle to win a game.
It's like the fourth X
Oh,
line
shit.
to be starting. Quarterback wise. Shout out Josh Dobbs. That's right. He was on the practice squad for 2 days.
Yeah. Are they reviewing this player? What the hell's going on? That seems like it was an interception and then a fumble to me. Sorry, watching the Monday Night Football game. It's there's some fuckery.
Yep.
All right, next game, 5-5, New Orleans Saints taking on the 4-6 Atlanta Falcons. Falcons favored by half a point. Might as well be a fucking pick 'em.
The Falcons says they're going back to Desmond Ritter, so give me New Orleans.
All right, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, give me New Orleans as well.
All right. If you're wondering why this is on here, it's because there's a lot of shit matchups this week. Like I had to pick fucking 6 games to get rid of, and it was like, God damn it, it's so hard to choose 10 of these gross fucking things to keep. And this is one of them. That's because it was the
Is
half a
Carter
point.
even back, or are we looking at Winston versus fucking Ritter?
Don't know. I don't think it matters.
Nobody cares.
Right. I'm going to take New Orleans because either way, Carr or Winston is better than Ritter.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans. Matty Icing.
This is where I still don't go alone. I don't trust Riddler. I'll take New Orleans.
All right. I thought for sure this is where Matt was going to go alone. Like, all right, chance to go alone with one that's kind of split decision. Half a fucking point. Even Vegas doesn't know what to do with that shit. Next game, 6-4, Pittsburgh Steelers taking on giving up 1 to the 5-5 Cincinnati Bengals. Who the fuck is the Bengals backup quarterback again?
Me.
Some fucker called Jake Browning.
Oh, okay. The Browning note.
Yeah. If Burrow hadn't got injured, I would have been going Cincinnati, but give me Pittsburgh.
All right. Mark Wahlberg.
I'm starting to believe that these backup quarterbacks are AI generated. Fucking Giants have like a pizza man as their backup quarterback.
Hey, but he got the win yesterday.
That's true. Good for him.
From his
Fucking-
mom's homemade cooking. Still living at home.
Yeah. Who would have thought Tony Danza could do good back there playing quarterback?
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of respect for anybody who's making seemingly at least like $1 or $2 million and they still live with their mom. Like that is frugality at its finest.
It's crazy. I had never heard of the dude, but like he's had his own fucking Jersey Mike's commercials forever, while all these other fuckers are doing Subway commercials. So he's got his own market cornered.
That's fucking Bieber commercials. So, anyways, give me the Steelers.
All right. This one's tough because no, it's not that tough. Give me the Steelers. Cincinnati has been playing like shit, even with Burrow. They don't have Burrow. Pittsburgh is lucky as shit. They only have to cover by one. Give me the Steelers.
I don't think it'll be very long until you get your wish mark of Pickett being benched, but simply for fucking performance.
I'm kind of hoping that Cincinnati will bring like their bad quarterback juju to Pittsburgh.
Pickett's got enough of that shit on his own. Fucking bum.
Matty Icing, who you like in this one?
I can't remember if I heard Pickett's like 6 interceptions to 1 touchdown or something. But
That was golf yesterday.
pretty much. Cincinnati's been really screwing me over, so I'll take Cincinnati.
He likes it, ladies and gentlemen. He really likes it. Hit me again, Joe, and this time put some stank on it. All right, 7-3 Jacksonville Jaguars giving up 1 as they travel to Houston to take on the red hot 6-4 Texans. Kind of surprised Jacksonville's still favored them, but Jacksonville did just whoop Tennessee's ass yesterday, so I guess it makes a little bit of sense. Luke
we
Birch.
could pick a team from in this call to beat Tennessee. You say it's in Houston?
It is in Houston.
Then give me the Texans.
Right. Mark Wahlberg.
I think Jacksonville's starting to get their shit together. How much did you say that they were up by? Favorite by?
1. One
Yeah, give
point.
me Jacksonville. That's fun.
Oops. Wrote Smart down next to Luke. Luke took Houston. Smark's taking Jacksonville. I'm taking Jacksonville. Houston's they'll play good, but they're going to get slowed down a bit this week. Matty Icing.
I feel like they've already played and Texans won the first game, so I'll take Jacksonville.
Right. Well, Luke, you get to figure out if you're cursed or you're going to hit the fucking alone special this week. And you're alone with Houston. It's a good team to be alone with. Shit. Not a bad one. All right, next game, 6-5 Buffalo Bills taking on the 8-1 Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles favored by 3. Luke Birch.
The 1 week I didn't go with Buffalo, they kicked the fuck out their opponent. So I'm going to see if it's a trend. Let's go, Buffalo. Give me the Eagles.
All right, Smart Wahlberg.
I'm gonna go Buffalo. Oh, that shot fucking Luke almost tricked me to take Buffalo. Let's go Eagles.
All right, I am also going to take the Eagles because Buffalo frauds. Matty Icing.
Yeah, it's going to be Eagles bounce back game after they lose tonight, so I'll take the Eagles.
It's unanimous.
Let's go Chiefs.
Still got a tie game right now, but yeah, the Chiefs are driving. They're at the, what, 25 now? Fuckers. All right, 8-3 Baltimore Ravens giving up 4 to the 4-6 Los Angeles Chargers. Luke Birch.
While I think Baltimore is starting to come back down to earth, I had to sit through an entire Chargers game at the weekend. I will be taking the Ravens.
All right.
Fucking Brandon Staley, why do you still have a job?
Smart Wahlberg.
Smart Wahlberg.
I forgot that I was on mute. How about that? Audio professional.
Yeah, I can't see your mouth, so I didn't even know you were talking with it muted.
Oh, okay. Yes. Like I said, Chargers made my Sunday worse. So give me the Ravens.
Great. Pick the Chargers, never more. Give me the fucking Ravens. Matty Icing.
Yeah, I'll never say Chargers again. Even if they play the Panthers, give me the Ravens.
It's unanimous again. A lot of unanimous picks this week. Last game. This is a Monday night game. I never do this, but I had to because for some reason the NFL wanted to do this to everybody else and put it on Monday. The 3-8 Chicago Bears taking on the 6-5 Minnesota Vikings. Vikings favored by 3. Yuck. Luke Birch.
Why?
I don't know.
Just fucking why?
I had to put it on here because it's Chicago, but
Why the fuck do the Bears not have a bye week? Like, there's no bye week. It just keeps happening over and over again every week.
Okay.
It is a good enough answer.
Yes, the Bears will suck.
all right. Bears for Luke.
No,
Oh, come on.
Smart Wahlberg.
They didn't
No.
fire Eberflus. They should have fired Eberflus. They're never going to fire Eberflus. They might get stuck with Fields again next year. Give me the Bears.
All right. Bears for
lifetime
Smart.
extension for Eberflus.
Yeah, not happening. Yeah, no, I can't take Chicago in this one. Minnesota just lost a winnable game for them, but they should be able to beat Chicago by 3 or more. It's a wash or a win. Matty Icing.
I'm going to support my pal. Let's go Bears.
All right.
My thank you. And please, for the love of fucking God, they're gonna get the first pick either way. Like, either it's their fault or Carolina. Please just fucking take Marvin Harrison. I know that they need a quarterback, but just do it. Whoever you pick a quarterback's gonna fail anyway. Marvin Harrison is like almost guaranteed to be at least decent. Fucking take him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's unfortunate that Arizona fucking fucked up there at the end of the game yesterday. They had a real chance to win.
Although the draft is in Detroit this year, yeah. So like, I could picture them drafting Marvin Harrison and him just getting hit by a stray bullet.
The Q line's going to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
He'll make it to the opening game, and then fucking someone's game or gun will discharge from a fat flap and drop him on the field.
Greatest story in the history of Chicago sports. Like, she is the anti-Steve Bartman, that lady. Like, there should be a statue like built at the United Center for her right next to Jordan. I know it happened at a White Sox game. I don't care.
I love that I was able to bring that into a reference.
Mhm.
Kids in there pissed. All right. Well, that was it for football. So let's jump over to the NHL. Last week, not a fucking great week either. Not quite as bad as the NFL, but not great. First game, we had Las Vegas giving a 1.5 to Washington. We all took Vegas. Vegas didn't cover. Vegas didn't win. Washington surprisingly made them look bad. That sucked. Next game, we had your cousin from Boston giving up 1.5 to the Buffalo Sabres. They won and covered. We all took Boston. We all get the point. Good shit. Next game, we all lose. The New Jersey Devils taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Jets are favored by 1.5. We all went Devils. Jets whooped that ass. So we lose. Next game, the Calgary Flames giving up 1.5 to the Montreal Canadiens. Luke and Smark went with Montreal. Me and Matt went with Calgary. Me and Matt got burned by the Flames. We don't get shit. Luke and Smark pick up the point. I think Calgary won, but I don't think they covered. Next, Arizona took on Dallas. Dallas was favored by 1.5. Smark went alone with Arizona. Smark went home alone with the point. Well done, Smark. The rest of us don't get shit. That was the one game, the only game where somebody went alone and it paid off. So that was a big theme for this week. Luke's the only one that didn't win going alone. Did I mention that yet?
Sorry,
Yeah.
it cut out. What'd you say?
Luke is the only one that didn't. Oh, you're a poor sport. Let's see. Next game, Tampa Bay giving up 1.5 to the Blues. Me and Luke pick the Blues. Me and Luke get the point. Good shit, Luke. And last game, Florida giving up 1.5 to San Jose. We all took Florida. Of course, we all won because it's fucking San Jose. So your winner for the week, winners, tied at the top at 4-3. Mark Wahlberg and Luke Birch. Well done, fellas. Luke actually didn't lose this week. I lost. I got 3-4, but Matty lost even more. He went 2-5. So if y'all remember, there was a 3-way tie for the top last week. Smark won this week, so that means overall, Smark is your winner at 23-19. I am 1 game behind at 22-20. Matt 1 behind me at 21-21, right at 500. Luke Birch, only 1 game behind Matt at 20-22. So we're all literally just 1 game behind each other. Let's get into it. I usually do 7 games, but like there's no games tomorrow. They're all on Wednesday. Every fucking team is playing. It must be like a frozen frenzy thing again, like the NFL Red Zone. I'm gonna guess they're doing that again this week because like all of our teams are playing.
That's the best way to have people watch your sport. Put it all on one day, so the next few days there's nothing.
So, speaking of all the teams playing, what are the results for the teams we drafted at the start of the season?
Sorry, I didn't want to talk about that. Damn it! How'd you get into that, Luke? How'd you remember, you dick? Oh, now I see why Luke wanted to talk about it because Luke Birch is in the lead.
I
29
had no
points.
fucking idea.
I know.
You
But,
think
yeah,
I keep track of this shit?
No. Luke, you're in first. You got 29 points. Smark is two behind you at 27. Matty Icing, 4 behind him with 23. And then there's me, 11 games behind Luke with 18. The team point thing has not gone well for me in either league. I mean, at least I'm tied with Smark. Oh, wait. Those were the NFL points. My bad. NHL. NHL, Matt, you're in the lead at 32. Sorry, Luke. Luke, you're in second place, 28. And then me and Smark are tied at last, 26. So we're only 2
I'm just kind
behind
of
Luke.
wondering how I was still in second when like every team that I had a fucking shit week this week.
Yeah. My bad. Sorry, Luke. At least you're leading the NFL, though, in the points. Okay. First game. We got the 8-7-1 New Jersey Devils giving up 1.5 as they travel to Detroit to take on the 8-6-3 Red Wings. Yep, Luke, you still get to go first in this.
I really want to be a homer, but I also want to get it right, get the pick right. So I'm going to do both. Give me the Red Wings.
Well played. All right, Matty Icing.
Well, I was gonna pick Detroit, then Luke picked them, but I'll go with them.
Right. Yeah, I'm actually gonna ride the Red Wings as well. Fuck it. Mark Wahlberg.
They seem fairly evenly matched. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Red Wings, even though it's not necessarily advantageous for me. They win.
All right. So it's unanimous. We're all going with the Red Wings. I kind of didn't see that coming with it being the Devils, but the Devils are kind of not playing so hot this year. Detroit's falling back to earth really quick too, though. All right, next game. 13-1-2 Boston Bruins giving up 1.5 as they travel to Florida to take on the 11-5-1 Panthers. Luke Birch.
I actually say the Panthers are going to keep this to a goal.
All right. Smart Wahlberg.
I do not. Go ahead and give me your cousin from Boston.
Your cousin from Boston.
Yeah, I want wanted to take them for the drop too, but I can't. I want the point. I think Florida keeps us close enough. Give me the fucking Panthers. Matty icing.
I too would do it for the drop, but I can't. Go Panthers to keep it close, but Boston, give me that point.
All right. Smark on his own with Boston. See if the going alone pays off for him next week.
I
At
mean,
least
there's
somebody
worse.
chose Boston, so we got to use the drop.
I don't feel so bad about that one.
All right. Next game. Here's something to feel bad about. The 5-11-0 Chicago Blackhawks taking on the 4-11-4 Columbus Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
Fucking TV remote.
Nope. Not an option. The only
You
reason
say
this
it's
is
in-
on here is because Chicago is one of Smark's teams.
You say it's in Columbus.
Yep.
That doesn't change anything. Columbus to win, but it'll just be a 1-0 game.
All right. So Chicago for Smark. Matty icing.
I'll take Chicago to cover and to win.
This is crazy, but we're 3 for 3 on Chicago picks now because I'm taking the Blackhawks as well. Mark Wahlberg.
Listen, I had a hard week this week. All I needed Saturday was for one thing to fucking happen. It didn't happen. Chicago played Nashville. Nashville won by 2 goals. Bedard is a fucking bust. He's a Ryan Leaf of hockey. Just for that alone, he's failed. It has been he's an abject failure. Give me the Blackhawks.
After all that, he still took the Blackhawks.
Oh yeah, no, I mean he'll figure it out eventually. Even though he leads the team in
Same.
goals, he's a bust.
Bedard's been playing pretty good for what he's got around him.
Yeah, like through 14 games, the only person who has had more goals like as a rookie is like Crosby. So it's like not doing too bad for himself. He needs to get better at faceoffs. I guess he's fucking terrible at faceoffs, but what can you do?
Gotta have imperfections somewhere, otherwise, what would you practice?
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game we got the 10-5-2 Winnipeg Jets traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the 8-6-4 Lightning. Lightning favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
I have not been impressed by the Lightning all season. I'll take the Jets.
All right, Matty Icer.
Yeah, I feel like the Jets should be favored. So I'll take Tampa Bay.
I know I'm kind of almost there with you. Man. Like it doesn't make sense that Tampa Bay is favored, but Tampa Bay is at home, so maybe that's why they get the edge. I don't understand it. I'm gonna take Winnipeg. Even if Tampa Bay somehow does win this, I don't think they win it by fucking 2. Smart Wahlberg.
Tampa Bay has been butt cheeks this year. Give me the Jets.
All right, let's go COVID. Hit those Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Matty is on his own with the fucking Lightning. We got 2 unanimous games and 2 loners. Got 4 more games to go. Let's see what trend ends up winning. Next game, the 5-10-1 Edmonton Oilers taking on the 10-7-0 Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes favored by 1.5. This is where Luke loses.
Yep, give me Edmonton.
All right. Matty icing.
Carolina.
I'm going to take Carolina as well. Edmonton sucks. Edmonton's real bad. One of my teams. Smart picked Chicago because it's his hometown. It means something to him. I picked Edmonton. I could care less about them. They were just supposed to be good. I have as many points from them as Smart has from Chicago. Fuck the Oilers. Smart Wahlberg.
That was quite the detour there. I kind of want to go with Luke just because I respect his convictions. It's just like even in this face of like everybody's pretty much tied, just like spitting into the wind and throwing a middle finger in defiance and rolling against Carolina. I actually appreciate the guts, but give me the Hurricanes.
Yeah, playing the Hurricanes or spitting into a hurricane, that's a pretty strong wind.
Mm-hmm.
I should go back and like look back over the years and see how many points that's cost him. I have this season and last season right here.
That would actually be a pretty fun comparison if you just like tied them back to back of like who won more, Luke going against Carolina or me going against Nashville.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe one day I might pick them and call it the shock of the century.
Right. So as Matt said last week, I hope San Jose and fucking Carolina pop up on this one of these weeks. All right, next 13-4-2 Las Vegas Golden Knights taking on the 11-4-1 Dallas Stars. Stars favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Dallas being favored to begin with, let alone by 1.5. If Dallas win, this is a single goal game. Give me the Knights.
All right, Matty Icing.
Did you say it's in Dallas?
Yes.
All right, I'll take Golden Knights.
All right. I feel like I should take the Golden Knights. I mean, it's 1.5 because this is hockey. Look, it's a fucking spread for every game. Doesn't matter who's fucking playing. I don't know. Dallas is riding high lately. Vegas, they only got 4 losses, but they haven't been playing as strong lately, I want to say. So I'll roll the dice. Give me Dallas. Smart Wahlberg.
As good as both of those teams are, I don't really feel good with either team having a 1.5 advantage. So give me the Golden Knights.
Right. I'm alone with Dallas. I said I'm gonna roll the dice, and I'm rolling the dice against Vegas, and as we know, that never pays off. Oops. House always wins. 3-13-1 San Jose Sharks, who never win, taking on the 7-8-4 Seattle Kraken. Kraken favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
Release the Kraken.
Matty Icing.
Kraken.
Every time I look at the Kraken, you're starting to get their shit back together. They go and fucking drop the ball. Really wish I knew how well San Jose was doing with at least covering this year. I know they lost a lot last year, but they covered consistently. Fuck it. I don't trust Seattle yet. Give me San Jose to cover it. Not win, but cover. Smart Wahlberg.
Kind of tempted to join you, actually. But I mean, it's San Jose. It's hard for me to look at the Kraken the same way now that they're in Luke's possession. I feel like they've been forever tainted.
Right.
You basically like fucked my prom date. But anyways,
I was just gonna say it's like an ex that you see that fucking hooked up with some douche from high school, and it's like,
I come home one day and there's this powdered wigs on the floor, and I'm wondering what the fuck happened. Whose musket is that, baby?
Is that a crumpet on the nightstand? Is that a piece of tomato on toast? What the fuck is going on in here?
I don't own an Austin Powers DVD. What the fuck is this shit?
Are those Nickas?
Why are you guys fucking to the Benny Hill theme? This is ridiculous.
Luke really liked calling his pants knickers until they found out it was knickers. It's like, oh, just call them pants.
Well, it's 1K short of being good.
Can't wait for Black Friday to get some more knickers.
I was just about to ask him if he calls his penis Monty Python, but I mean, the racism joke works too.
Just covering his face. Like, oh my god, I hate you guys. Be glad there's an ocean between us for now.
I'm mildly curious to see which one of us he kills first.
Well, I don't know if his plane lands here in Michigan. I think me and Matt definitely have the higher chance.
I'm the closest one to the airport, so I might be first.
You don't know what airport I plan on flying into.
I think theoretically it would be me last, just because he wants to make sure that like he uses the bullets on you guys. Like it'll only take one bullet for me, because there's less of a chance of him missing. So he'll go for you guys first.
But then again, the population of African Americans where I live is pretty high, so he might miss my area.
That's gonna make you guys freak out more though. For me, it'll be playing Where's Waldo, because it's like, all right, find the chubby white guy and good fucking luck.
Where's Waldo? Matt, San Jose and Seattle. Seattle favored by 1.5.
Seattle.
All right. Oh wait, yeah, Smart. That was your pick. I said.
I don't even remember what the fucking game was anymore.
Seattle and San Jose.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I picked Seattle.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
The train fell off the rails and I completely forgot to write it down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last game. We got the 12-5-1 Vancouver Canucks taking on the 11-5-0 Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
You say it's in Colorado?
Yep.
Then I'll take Colorado.
All right, Matty Icing.
Avalanche.
Just like going against you fuckers tonight, I guess. Give me the Canucks. To me, I think they're at least going to keep it close enough. Like I said, they actually have a better record than the Avalanche. Nobody just paid attention to how well Vancouver's playing this year. It's crazy. God damn it. Oh, Kansas City's winning. I haven't been paying attention. Smart Wahlberg, who you like in this one?
Give me the Avalanche.
All right, cool. I get to be in the lead next week. My turn. I went alone on the last 3 games. Luke went alone the game before that. Matt went alone the game before that. So we had 2 unanimous picks and 6 fucking loners. We had no split games at all this week. Some movement's going to happen. I'm either going to have a really bad week or a really good week because I went alone 3 fucking times.
Or they're leaving out.
Yeah. I went alone 3 times. Each of you went alone once. I look forward to that. Fortunately, it's not until Wednesday. I'm going to forget to, like a dumbass. We'll come home tomorrow night and we're going to look for the hockey games. What the fuck's going on? Like, oh, yeah. Not until Wednesday.
It's pretty
All
cool.
right.
That I would do that more.
Luke had a suggestion for a draft for tonight. Sporting upsets. That's gonna be like a tough one to like do on the fly. I mean, I'm not saying we can't do it, but I say we keep it small, maybe like 3 rounds. What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
Sure.
All right. Say, I don't have the weekly records on that. Fuck it. Who wants to go first? find a spot to write this down. Here we go. All right.
I feel like since it was his idea, just give it to Luke.
All right. Luke gets first pick, and then we'll go by age then because Luke's the youngest. So Luke, Matt, Smark, and me. Luke, your first pick with the Sporting World upsets.
Give me Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson.
Okay, well, my hubris just fucked me square in the ass because I thought nobody was going to take that but me. So I was like, all right.
Douglas versus Tyson. All right. Matty Icing was like some Eastern Michigan win.
Oh, that's actually a really good one. Because I couldn't think of anything. I'm not gonna steal it. You know what I'm talking about, cheese. But I will go with the upset. On my birthday, 2019, Eastern Michigan taking on Illinois. Eastern Michigan walking out with the W. Speaking of, Eastern Michigan's about to play Illinois pretty soon. I think next year.
You better hope Eastern Michigan gets a lot fucking better because they didn't have a good year this year.
Yeah.
All right, Smark Wahlberg.
All right. It's kind of akin to what Luke picked. I can't tell you the date. I think it happens this year or at the tail end of last year. Juliana Pena over fucking Amanda Nunez.
Oh, okay.
That was 2021.
Ah, damn, that was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but
Yeah, so she beat her and won it back. Obviously, more recently because she won it back. But
well, yeah, I think that's what makes it an even bigger upset. It's like in the rematch, she just straight up beat that ass. So it was like it sort of signified that it actually was a pretty big upset at the time.
yeah, because it was kind of like, well, what the fuck happened the first fight? What the hell was you doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that puts it on me, and that means I had to come up with 2 in a row. That sucks. I mean, I want to go with the Michigan State over Michigan, but was it really that big of an upset at the time? Like, was Michigan that good? I just know, like, they were winning the game, but I don't think Michigan was some powerhouse at the time, and Michigan State wasn't exactly garbage. So I don't know if I would throw that up there as one of the higher upsets. I don't know. First one that came to mind for me was the Miracle on Ice, USA beating Russia. It's like the ultimate fucking David and Goliath. For my next pick, I picked the Little Giants beating. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck. So that's why I only want to do 3 rounds on this one because this is tough. Huge upsets. Oh. Damn it, I can't remember the team. I can't really pick it if I can't remember the names of the teams. I kind of got one and I don't like it, but it comes to mind. And it was a fucking blow to me, but I guess I'll take it. Middle Tennessee State beating Michigan State in the fucking March Madness tournament.
Wasn't that first round 2?
Yeah, it was a 15 versus a 2 seed. Michigan State was a 2 seed. All right, Smark, back to you.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say it's an upset because it's in a Super Bowl. But that being said, considering the talent of the team and the record and whatnot, give me the Giants over the Patriots. And then undefeated Patriots.
All right, Matty Icing.
Let's go with a nice, good classic one. How about the University of Michigan taking on Appalachian State?
Yeah, that was a good one there. I remember that one. I fucking loved that one. But you made me think of what I'm going to use for my last pick now. App State. I almost bought their hat last year. All right. Luke Birch.
Well, give me the unseeded Boris Becker winning Wimbledon in 1985.
You can have it.
Yep. No one's going to take that one from you. Okay. And you're still on the clock again.
Now I'm trying to get figure out another one because I was going to be going with App State.
You thought you were going to be going with.
Yeah.
Thought wrong. You know, William Hill knows their shit.
Give me Super Bowl 3 where Joe Namath guaranteed victory for the Jets despite being massive underdogs.
He only guaranteed victory because he was massively drunk. Matty Icing, you're on the clock.
We'll go with Shooter McGavin taking it off.
That would be Happy Gilmore over Shooter McGavin.
It may not be like a big one, but I'll still go with it. I'm going to take it back to 2004 when the Pistons took on the Lakers. Everybody said the Lakers would win it.
They swept theirs. Oh, wait, did they win it in 5 or did they sweep them? I can't remember.
I thought it was a sweep, but it may have been
Yeah.
1-5. I think it was a sweep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, shout out to Detroit Pistons. Since that's all I can enjoy about them right now.
All right. That means...
It was 4-1.
Okay.
Smart Wahlberg.
All right. Give me UMBC over Virginia. March Madness 16 over 1.
That's the one I was trying to think of earlier, but I couldn't remember it, so I went with the 15 over the 2. UMBC. Yeah, see, I have to do everything through my phone, so I can't navigate away from here to Google shit.
Same.
But Matt reminded me for my last pick, I'm going to take the the Toledo Rockets over the University of Michigan football team.
There's the MAC school.
I mean, I know Michigan State lost to Western Michigan, but we're not worried about that right now. Damn the fever.
And this was all brought to you because of the Bears-Lions game.
Mm-hmm. Where a very unlikely upset happened.
17 points in less than 4 minutes.
I thought the fucking Lions were going to blow that shit for sure. I was like, here we go.
Nah. I mean, on the positive, it was a good game for Tyree Stevens. Apparently, he was like targeted like 30. He had like 35 coverage plays. Allowed 0 yards, had an interception, had a fumble.
Cowboys won by 23 points, but shout out to Carolina for at least making sure that CeeDee Lamb didn't break or tie Calvin's record. All right, well, anything else?
Not
The
for
team
me.
picked to win the Grey Cup won the Grey Cup.
Good shit.
So he spite picked against me because I was going with Winnipeg and he ended up winning. Even in Canadian football, Luke fucking surpasses me, so fuck him.
Well, I mean, not
I
in
just
American
start watching
football, not
fucking
this year.
fucking Chinese baseball. I'm just not even going to tell him who my team is.
Let's go with Japanese baseball. It's more entertaining.
Well, yeah, I think I meant to say Japanese baseball, but then I started saying Chinese basketball, which actually is a thing. I don't think Chinese baseball is a
Yao Ming's probably their coach.
thing. I like the idea of like being the coach of a Chinese baseball team too, though. Where it's just like, I don't know. I just fucking showed up where I'm needed.
Name another Chinese athlete.
Yeah, I mean,
The fucking lady in the UFC that loses all the time, but I couldn't tell you her name.
She loses all the time.
Yeah, it's like Wing Wei or some shit. Which I know sounds racist, but I'm not that far off.
How do you name a Chinese baby? Step
Throw a
one,
spoon down the stairs.
step one, ring the doorbell. Step two, success.
See, I'm not even doing the voice this time. That was actually Luke.
I always heard those like you just throw a spoon down the stairs or whatever. Change.
The alternate answer to that question is that it's a trick question because it was a girl, so they didn't name it, they drowned it.
Yeah. Yeah. What do Chinese people name their daughters? Splash. Come back next week where we pick a different Asian race to just blast for no reason. That's what we do. Yeah. Look out, Korea. Here we come.
Mm-hmm.